Hi, my name is Susan Cicatelli, and I am the superintendent here in Fairfield. This is my 8th year here in the district. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video about the referendum so that you can learn some details and the purpose of the referendum. This is one video in the series of videos that will be presented to you so that you can learn more about the referendum. Let's get started. Over the past several years, we started to recognize a pattern of our enrollment growing. In order to offer the best programs that we can and to keep our class sizes small, we needed to look at our facilities to offer our programs. This led us to a demographic study, and then we did a long-range facilities plan. At that time, we recognized we needed to hire an architect so we can look further into our facilities. A feasibility study took place, and then to make sure that our original demographic study was still relevant, we did another demographic study. At that point, the architect presented us with several options to expand our buildings, keeping in mind our mission to deliver a rigorous educational program and to have the facilities to support them. The board then selected the option that you see on the ballot. Our architect will provide an overview of the projects planned at each of our schools, and other professionals will share their expertise about the financing for the project, tax impact, and more.
Hi, my name is Jerry Rubino, and I'm the principal of the architectural firm of the Rubino Architects in Wayne. Our firm is the architect of record for the Fairfield Board of Education on their proposed referendum. We've been working with the board on this project since March of last year. Once we were assigned the project, we've held a number of meetings with the board and the administration to program the spaces that they would need to accommodate their future enrollments through a demographic study that the board undertook. After meeting with them, we developed a number of options, going through the options together with their cost. Ultimately, the board decided to choose the option where we would have a reconfiguration of the grade structure within the district. Currently, Stevenson is a pre-K 3 school, with Churchill being a 4 through 6 facility. If the referendum passes and the construction is completed, Stevenson will be a pre-K through 2nd, and Churchill will be a facility housing their grades 3rd through 6th. So what will these buildings look like? Let's first take a look at Stevenson School. As I indicated, currently, Stevenson is a pre-K 3 and will be a pre-K 2. With the 3rd grade moving to Churchill School, we've now been able to pick up 4 extra classrooms without having to do any construction. So the number of classrooms that are required at Stevenson are within the existing building. But analyzing the building compared to the educational program, there were some spaces that were going to need to be provided. And so at Stevenson, we are proposing a 7,000 square foot addition that would be located, anybody familiar with the building, would be to the rear left portion of the building. We're able to connect that addition to the existing corridors as shown on the slide in blue. That addition will contain certain facilities. One is a STEAM lab. STEAM standing for a combination of science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. We have 4 small group instructional spaces and a basic skills space in the addition. There are some other things that we're going to be doing. We will be renovating the main office to make it a more efficient layout and more secure layout. We are upgrading the electric service. We have 1 speech room that will be converted into 2 resource rooms and 1 classroom that will be converted into 2 special educational programs. There are 3 existing classrooms that we're renovating for to convert them into resource rooms. And we will be renovating various toilet facilities throughout the building. And this is extremely important because, as you may or may not know, pre-K classrooms and kindergarten classrooms are required to have their own toilet facilities, which is one of the reasons why we maintain the pre-kindergarten and kindergarten at Stevenson. The existing facility has those toilets. However, they are original to the building. And so the plan is to upgrade the finishes and improve the ventilation system for those toilets. And that's the plan at Stevenson. So now let's talk about Churchill School. As I indicated before, Churchill is currently a 4th through 6th grade facility. It will become, after the construction is completed, a 3rd grade through 6th facility. What we're proposing are 2 separate additions to Churchill School. One is approximately $26,400. That'll be located at the rear of the building to the left portion of the site. That addition will contain 17 classrooms, 2 science labs, and a small group instructional space. It is laid out so that we are able to connect the new addition to 2 existing corridors to create a circulation pattern at the left side of the building, which eases that traffic. The second addition is located in the rear of the building again, but to the far right of the existing facility. That addition measures approximately 11,400 square feet, will consist of a new multi-purpose room, which is supported by a new kitchen and self-contained toilets. And we did that so that this facility could be used after hours by the community without having to open up the remainder of the building. By constructing this new multi-purpose room, we're then able to renovate the existing all-purpose room into a band room and music room. What also happens is that we're able to improve the internal circulation of the building, as there are currently 2 classrooms to the far end of the building. However, currently you have to walk through that multi-purpose room to get to those 2 classrooms. Other renovations that will be occurring at the main building is we're going to relocate the main office to the front entry, converting the existing main office into special education rooms, renovating other facilities to meet educational programming. We're upgrading the electric service for the building. We're replacing the boilers within the facility, and we are replacing roof areas throughout the building. So let's talk about some timelines. The referendum is successful. What happens then? Well, we as a firm are going to require 7 to 8 months to develop the detailed plans for the project. At that point, it is submitted to the building official, plus other agencies in the state that have jurisdiction on the project for their review. That review will take approximately 2 months. Once the approvals are in place, we put the project out to bid for contractors to put a bid on the project. That bidding period will be also 2 months. After we receive the bids, the board will award a contract soon after, and construction will start about a month after the award of the contract. And at this point, we are anticipating a 14 to 16 month construction schedule for both the additions and renovations. And those anticipated renovations will occur during the 2 summers that construction will be going on. It should be pointed out too that after we had submitted the plans to the state of New Jersey and received approval from the Office of Facility Services on this project, shortly after receiving that approval, we were notified that there were some changes made to the FEMA maps. FEMA standing for the Federal Emergency Management Agency. It was brought to our attention that Churchill School, which at the time we made the submission was not in the floodplain, was redesignated at the end of April of this year. Now, that did not impact Stevenson. Stevenson, we knew right from the very beginning, was in a floodplain, and the design accommodated that issue. Once we were notified that Churchill was now within the floodplain air zone, we took a look, did our due diligence, made some adjustments to the plan, and we could assure you that the plan being set forth in the referendum will comply with the requirements of the floodplain.
Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video to learn about our referendum. I encourage you to go to our website at www.fpsk6.org to learn more about the referendum. On our homepage, you will see a link that says referendum information. You may click on that or the circle to lead you to where you need to go to learn more. Thank you.